We had a bunch of hotel and airline points that were about to expire at the end of COVID. And so when the city of Orlando's post-COVID push to bring in tourists happened, I decided to schedule a trip to the National Shrine of Mary, Queen of the Universe, for the Solemnity of All Saints' Day in 2021. I've always felt like any trip that comes together as quickly as that one did means that it was a trip that you're supposed to take. And so even though I'm still not quite sure how one pilgrims, I flew out to Orlando to check out the shrine. The concept for the Basilica began in the early 1970s after the completion of Disney World and the influx of tourists to the area. It was designed by Rogers, Lovelock, and Fritz and is adapted from the St. Peter's Basilica floor plan. However, it would take nearly 15 years of fundraising before the ground was broken on August 22nd, 1990. Completing the 2,000-seat church would take more than 2.5 years, with the first Mass not being held until January 31st, 1993, and the building wouldn't be dedicated until August 22nd, 1993, on the feast of the Queenship of the Blessed Virgin Mary. It was finally elevated to a national shrine in 2004. The shrine offers daily and weekend masses as well as reconciliation. It isn't a parish church though, so you can't get baptisms, marriages, or funerals done there. In addition to the main sanctuary, it also has a large Marian chapel. This prayer chapel features several stunning museum-quality paintings and a large mural for Our Lady of Guadalupe. It also has the most amazing blue stained glass. Actually, all of the art at the Basilica was amazing. Pope Benedict said that the only real effective apologia for Christianity comes down to two arguments: the saints of the church and the art which is produced in her womb. And there are many artistic arguments to be found here, including a very old 1640s painting called The Assumption of the Blessed Virgin Mary by Bartolome Murillo. Behind the altar is the Adoration Chapel, and it contains the most beautiful wooden tabernacle shaped like a tree. It was a very moving place to pray while contemplating a Eucharist set within this tree. It also brought to mind the entire process of the Eucharist with one powerful image. There isn't one single stunning piece in the main sanctuary to talk about. The crucifix is carved out of linden wood and placed against beveled glass panels. It weighs about 600 pounds and has a modern contextual feel, and unlike many crucifixes, portrays a very calm and relaxed Jesus. To the right of the altar is a Carrara marble statue of Mary and the infant Jesus, created by sculptor Jill Berkey, and this was also an incredibly moving piece. The stained glass windows and the stations of the cross paintings are enthralling, and I must confess that I had a hard time keeping my eyes forward during the masses that I celebrated there. I'm not sure really what I expected to happen though. I didn't receive any personal revelations as I walked through the Rosary Garden. However, I was able to come to a sense of peace about the limitations my medical needs have placed upon me, and the need to be more insistent about my care. I also spent a fair amount of time in the Marian Chapel and tried to reconcile my feelings about my mother. However, those feelings are still a work in progress. The Basilica has a great gift shop, well stocked with rosaries and statues of Mary. The store also sells books regarding the art found in the shrine, and you can pick up a CD of the shrine's organist, Peter Richard Conte, who is, in a word, fabulous. Of course, you don't need to be a Catholic or even Christian to come to the Basilica. It's open to everybody Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, Saturdays, 10 to 7, and Sundays, 7 to 2. It is worth checking out all of the artwork, even if you don't stay for a Mass. It is a great place to find peace in this bustling, touristy city.